Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Mo Moon. Welcome to my channel. I'm doing a pick a pile of cards tarot reading today, and it's going to be entitled A Message from Outer Space. So the tarot decks I'm using today, well, I'm using an oracle deck. It's called Wisdom of the Oracle. I'm using the Handel Tarot. I am using the Light Seers Tarot. And the last deck I'm using is the Golden Dawn Magical Tarot. It's a big one. So, the timestamps for each of the three piles, I have three piles. The timestamps are going to be down below. It's called A Message from Outer Space. It's a pick a card reading, like I said. I have three piles with three different stones on top of them. The first pile is with an infinity stone. This is what the infinity stone looks like. The infinity stone is to heal the etheric body, which is the human energy field. It is associated with the heart chakra for love and healing. It's a square. So that's pile number one over here. Pile number two is the picture jasper. It's called picture jasper. Picture jasper is for grounding. It's a grounding stone, and it allows you to have a connection to earth. It is also associated with the third eye chakra and the root chakra because it's white and brown. So the white is for the crown, the third eye chakra, crown chakra area, and the brown is for the root chakra area. So it connects the root chakra connects to the third eye chakra and the crown chakra, which are pretty much in tandemly working together, and helps you to ground yourself from the top to the bottom down into the earth. So that is the picture jasper, and that goes on pile number two over here. So this is pile number two. With pile number three, I have a rhyolite stone. It's really cool. To me, it looks like a turtle shell or something, but it's called rhyolite. It's for balance. It draws oneself, wait, check just a second. It draws links between oneself and karma. So it helps you to see why you're having certain karma. And it is associated with the heart chakra because it's green. But I also feel like it could be connected to the root chakra because it has like earthy colors in it. It's like a beigey color there and like kind of like a browny color over here. So there's also white, so it could connect to the crown chakra as well because white is for the crown chakra. So pretty much good for all of the chakras because it even looks a little bit yellow, which could be associated with the solar chakra. But yeah, that's rhyolite, and that's the third stone, and it's on pile number three. So I'll just give you a few seconds to look at the piles. Pile one, infinity stone. Pile two, picture jasper. Pile three, rhyolite. If you're having trouble deciding, look at the stone that you think is the nicest stone in your opinion and pick the pile that is underneath that stone. That's why I put the crystals on there, but I also put the crystals on there so that you can listen to what each crystal represents and kind of go from there. So yeah, let me just go over what each stone represents again so that you can listen to what each stone represents and choose if you want to based on that. So the infinity stone, pile number one, is for healing the etheric body, and the etheric body is basically your human energy field. So it's for healing the human energy field. That is the infinity stone, pile number one. Pile number two is picture jasper, which is used for grounding to connect your third eye and crown chakra to your root chakra and connect you to the earth. So to help you to feel grounded and not so much in your head. The pile number three is rhyolite. It is connected to the heart chakra for love and healing. It is used to balance yourself and draw links between yourself and your karma. So those are the three piles. So I'm just going to move pile number three and pile number two over. And we're going to set up to start reading for pile number one. I don't think I'll need 2 of those because I only have 4 cards for each reading. So this reading for pile number 1 with the Infinity Stone, a message for you from outer space. Okay. So we have the 8 of Pentacles. So I'm seeing that with all the rainbow colors, there is a connection between you and a rainbow. So when you see a rainbow, I feel like you can feel like there's a connection between you and that space where the rainbow is. A lot of people say like at the end of the rainbow, there's a pot of gold. Meaning also that at the end of a storm there is a rainbow. So it's like at the end of the storm there is a rainbow. At the end of the rainbow there is the pot of gold. And I think it's just telling you to hang in there. The message from outer space to you is hang in there. Sometimes there are storms, but then there's a beautiful rainbow that you feel connected to through the colors that you see. You're connected to the colors because you're connected to different areas in your body that pertain to different colors, just like chakras. And the rainbow kind of helps you to feel grounded. And don't worry, because at the end of a rainbow, there is a pot of gold. So almost to say like that all you're going through in life pertains to you reaching a higher consciousness, a higher purpose. So your message from outer spaces with this card, the 8 of Pentacles, is hang in there. Sometimes you feel like you're out of balance. Sometimes you feel like you're not being treated fairly, but it's always important to remember that there are other beings outside of this world that are looking at you and that are cheering you on and that are saying that you're doing a good job here on earth, that you are brave for coming down to earth to be a human being and to learn what it is human beings learn in their bodies. So with the rainbows, I'm feeling like I'm seeing all these colors turning and turning and turning, almost like a whirlwind, and they're surrounding you, and you're not turning, you're just standing, and all these rainbow colors are surrounding you and turning around you and bringing you down into feeling grounded from your crown chakra, feeling grounded. Just like the Infinity Stone symbolizes infinity, it's almost like this rainbow is constantly around you, even though you can't necessarily see it. It could be that your aura is constantly changing colors because you're so connected to all your chakras, and they're so aligned, and the outer space creatures are telling you that you are very, very aligned in all your chakras, and that even though sometimes you feel pain being in your body here as a human being, they are cheering you on and they are surrounding you with that rainbow prism, that rainbow like spiral around you, like spiraling around you like you're a gift, like wrapping you like a gift, and you are a gift to the earth. You are a gift to the people around you. So I really do feel like with this card, the 8 of Pentacles, with this woman sitting there with that rainbow, or the rainbow colors like around her, it's almost like she's in the center, or he, it could be a he, she, they, hey, whatever you call yourself. But with the rainbow around this individual, it's like on the different phases of the moon, it's like, it's almost like it's saying like all throughout the different phases of the moon, meaning cycles and time, you are surrounded by this rainbow of protection, by this rainbow of infinite, I want to say infinitesimal, or anyway, it's an infinite rainbow around you that is protecting you. And if you just open your eyes, you can see all the colors around you, wrapping around you. It's almost like if sometimes you want to experience what your auric field color is, it's like your auric field color is all the colors of the rainbow. And so if you're trying to picture what is my auric field color, like some people have this color of auric field, some people have another color of auric field, your color is basically a rainbow. And so it's basically like you are encompassing every feeling, encompassing every up and every down, because you are so connected to your family in the sky, but also your family here on earth. The next card we have is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is kind of playing into the Eight of Pentacles, where it was like you are constantly protected, you are constantly being provided for. The Wheel of Fortune is saying that favor is smiling upon you, even though sometimes you go through difficult times and you feel like sometimes what you go through is unfair. It's to tell you that you are surrounded by protection, you are surrounded by love, you are surrounded by luck and prosperity, and that they haven't left you here alone. So whoever your starseed family is, you aren't here alone. You are being watched over. You are being taken care of. With the Wheel of Fortune, it's like even though sometimes, like I said, it seems like you're going through a difficult time, you feel like you have to cry, you feel like you're alone. It's normal to feel alone sometimes, because your family is not just your physical family, but your family is also your star family and the star, the galaxy that you came from. And sometimes when you feel alone, it's because you're missing home. And it's okay to feel that pain of being alone on earth, because sometimes you need to try to connect with your starseed family, and you need to search and look into your starseed family. So it's okay if sometimes you feel alone and you feel a pang of emptiness in your chest, because the outer space creatures are telling me that you're not alone. It's just that they want you to remember them. They want you to remember where you came from, and they want you to look into who you are and what starseed family you come from. So the third card for you who picked the Infinity Stone for a message from outer space is Blended Pleasure, the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups, blended pleasure. I think it's following from this card, the Wheel of Fortune. Blended pleasure is saying that sometimes you feel really, really good, and sometimes you feel really, really bad, and it feels like you're on a seesaw. It feels like you're going up and then down and being dropped, and then going up again and feeling really high, and then feeling like you're dropping down again into like despair. But with the blended pleasure, it's just to tell you that this is the experience of humankind, that your starseed family, and I don't know who specifically your starseed family is. You can look into the different kinds of starseeds and what their characteristics are. I think there could also be professionals that you could go to, but I feel like if you look up the different starseed families and you look through the characteristics of each one, each type of starseed, you can pretty much find out what kind of starseed you are and what planet you came from and who your starseed family is. But blended pleasure is saying that you feel things so intensely that you often feel really, really happy, but then you also sometimes feel really, really sad. And there's like this duality to who you are, where you want to always feel happy because you don't like feeling sad, and your highs are so high that it can be addictive to feel so high. But your starseed family and these outer space beings are telling me that you can't always feel good, because part of what you're feeling when you feel bad is the experience that you feel as a human being, and that you are learning about human beings and about yourself while you're here. So blended pleasure is saying it's going to be a blend of feeling good and feeling bad, but it's all meant to be for a purpose. The fourth card we have, and it's the last card, is Time for a Nap. I think this card from for you, it says Time for a Nap, is really saying that it's okay to feel tired sometimes. We all start out our day with a given amount of energy, and sometimes we start out our day with, as a human being, it's normal to be depleted of energy sometimes. And sometimes, even though as an alien or as an outer space creature, as a starseed, you feel tired sometimes, but when you were in your outer space body, you never felt tired, you always felt energized. And I think this is a message to say that, like, sometimes you will feel tired and you will feel like you need to rest because you don't have any energy. And Time for a Nap is saying that, like, it's okay because you're human here, and what you're doing is you're learning about how to balance your energy. So when you start off your day, you have a specific amount of energy, and as you use your day, you take off, like, let's say energy is points, like for, let's say I don't know if you know the eating system where you eat by points and you can only have a specific amount of points. So let's say like like taking a shower is 2 points. Let's say you start off with 30 points and taking a shower is 2 points. Making a meal is 3 points. Going to work is 5 points. So if you add up all those points, 5, 3, and 2, you have 10 points taken off of your 30 points. So you're left with 20 points for the rest of the day. And so depending on how many points you start out with for the day, that tells you how much energy you have. And so the time for a nap card is saying that as a human being, when you feel tired, it's to help you learn about energy as a human being, because you're learning this because you are from an outer space planet and because you chose to learn what it is like to be a human so you could better interact with human beings. And it's not to say that you're not a human being just because you have a starseed background or just because you come from a star outside of the galaxy. It's not to say that you are not feeling the pain just like a human being would, because you're in a human being body and you could have forgotten about your starseed origins, or you could just not know that you're a starseed and that you have starseed origins. But I encourage you to look into, like I said, the different starseeds. Starseed characteristics is something you could type into Google and they could tell you all about the different star seeds. And so Time for Nap is saying that as a human being, it's normal for you to have to balance your energy, because it's not a crime to feel tired. It's not a crime to not always be productive, so to speak. It's just a human being's body, a human being's way of having to understand life and live through life. So this was for those of you who picked pile number 1 with the Infinity Stone. I hope that was helpful for you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, welcome to A Message from Outer Space. Those of you who picked pile number 2 with the picture Jasper. This is a message from outer space. We have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups. It's a quite an interesting card. I'm feeling a sense of like otherworldliness. Like you see this person sitting on the bench there, but his feet are in the air and there's a pig flying with a bowl beside the feet that are up in the air. And it's the Page of Cups. This card is about love for you, and I do believe your starseed family is telling you that they love you and that they speak to you through dreams, and that sometimes you might not remember your dreams, but you're constantly having dreams when you're sleeping. And they want you to know that even if you don't remember the dreams, they want you to know that you're having dreams that have to do with your starseed origins. So when I say starseed, I mean that you come from a galactic family, and that galactic family is telling you that they're sending you love messages through your dreams, and that they're supporting you through your dreams, and that they're helping you through your hard times through your dreams. Sometimes you may remember your dreams and you may not understand them, but it's not a crime to not understand them. If you want to look them up, you're welcome to look them up in a dream book, or write them down so that you can kind of jog your memory. But there's nothing that is necessary for you to do with this Page of Cups cards. It's really just a message to tell you that if you want to look into your dreams, you can, but your starseed family is telling you that they send you supportive love messages through your dreams, and that they want you to know that you are going to have some wild dreams, and sometimes you're going to remember them and sometimes you're not going to remember them. But it's not that you need to feel upset about the dreams. It's just that You need to know that you are not only from this planet, and you are not only from your family on this planet, you are also from a family farther up in outer space, from a family that loves you and misses you and is proud of you, and that is protecting you, and that is showing you love. And there's there's two hands here making a love heart. And so that's where I understood that the messages are love messages from your family. And as you see, like, this hand looks like it's coming out into like an ethereal hand, like that, creating a love heart. And so this hand here is his real hand in the physical body, and this hand is his ethereal heart. And so that's where the connection, where the love, that's the love message connections, that's where they come from. So your ethereal body is still connecting to your galactic family in your etheric space, in your ethereal body. And so don't ever feel like you're not loved. It could be that also, I mean, you could feel like you're not loved sometimes, but it's just a message to let you know that you are always loved. And it could be that you really look forward to going to bed at night. And that's because you may not know this, but when you go to bed tonight, or when you go to bed at night now, you can know that you like sleeping, you like going to bed and ending the day by going into your bed and sleeping, because you get those love downloads while you're sleeping through your dreams and through your connection to the higher space and the higher realms of outer space. So that's why you like sleeping so much, is because you get love downloads and love messages, and you feel like you're getting a hug through the galactic energy of this outer space planet family. So that's why you like to sleep so much, because when you sleep, you connect with your outer space family and they send you love messages. The second card we have is the Empress. So I feel like this card is saying that from where you came from, you were a very important person, and you were like a leader on your planet where you came from. Remember, this is a message from outer space for you, this pick a card. So you were a leader, and the people that are looking, the outer space creatures, the aliens that are your family members, are looking down at you, and they're watching you on this journey in this human body, because they want to see you as you are their empress, as you are one of their leaders that they look up to. They are watching you as you go through this physical human being lifetime, and they want to see how you react to certain things, because they're learning from you as you are traversing through this lifetime here on earth. Your higher being fellow not servants, but like they're like the people that you're leading from outer space, because you are an empress where you come from. When I say empress, I mean you are a sort of leader. You could be an empress even if you're a man in this life. You could have still been an empress in your galactic space, but if you are a male in this life, it's because you were an empress to them. And if you're a female in this life, it's because you were an empress to them. Basically, I don't know what the genders are up in outer space, but I do know that you were looked upon as a mother figure, as a nurturing figure. And so all your people are watching you now as you're down here on earth, and they're seeing how you're reacting to your life situations, and they want to watch you, and they are rooting for you because they love you, because you were a special person to them, a special being, a galactic being to them when you were living with them in outer space. So that's why we have the Empress card here, because you were a leader, and you still are a leader to them here on Earth, but you're a human leader with a galactic origins. So they're, before anybody else wants to come down and make a move to be a human being, they're watching how you're doing it, and they want to learn from you before they attempt it themselves. That's a certain amount of galactic beings. Not all the galactic beings are looking at you and seeing how you're doing it so they can come down themselves, because not all of them want to come down, but certain galactic beings are watching you because they want to come down eventually as well and learn what it is to be human. We have the Six of Cups, which is pleasure. So this Six of Cups pleasure. So my understanding from this card, pleasure, is that they are really enjoying watching you go through this life. They find you very, very strong-willed. Your galactic family, they find you very strong-willed. They find you very interesting to watch. They find you they find it very pleasurable to watch you as you interact with people around you, and as you show love to the people around you, because love is one of the highest vibrations, if not the highest vibration, from where you come from. And they see that you are showing people love endlessly, and they are in awe because they don't understand how you can have so much love in a human body, and how you can always be dispensing love even when you're lacking energy. And so your galactic family is telling me that they really take pleasure in watching you be who you truly were as the Empress in outer space. To them, you are still the same person in this body as you were in your galactic being, in that you were such a lover, and you are showing people on Earth as much love as you showed them in outer space, your people up in the galactic places. And they miss you, and they miss having your love in their lives, because perhaps you've forgotten about your galactic origins, or perhaps you don't believe in your galactic origins. But your galactic family is encouraging you to look up starseed kinds. If you want to type into Google alien beings, or alien being families, or starseed families, or starseed origins, you'll find out that there are several kinds of well, there's plenty of stars in the galaxy, but the ones that we know of, you can look through the characteristics of the ones that you can find on the internet and see which one you apply. If you can apply yourself to any of the characteristics, see which one you resonate with the most, and look into perhaps what your starseed origins are, because they don't want you to forget them. Even though they believe that you will return to them, they don't want you to forget them here on Earth, because they miss your love, and they see that you are showing love to people on Earth, and it makes them miss you even more, because they want that love back in their lives. And you were a very special leader to them, and you were a leader because you had that energetic power of loving consistently and without end, almost like a cup that never stops running over. With the Six of Cups here, almost like you were a source of life to them, with this hand holding a flower pouring into cups, 6 cups, almost like you were a source of life to them on their planet. And they miss you, but they want you to know that they're still happy, and that they're still being taken care of, and their cups are still being poured into as they watch you here on Earth. Your love is reverberating to the people here on Earth from yourself, and it's reverberating back to your planet. So they are still feeling your love, but from a distance. All that glitters is the last card we have for you. They want you to remember that it's okay to want material things, but don't forget that it's also important to have a rich life without having to need things. They want you to know that they approve of you buying things and following your intuition, but they want you to remember not to get caught up. They think that you can get caught up in being too selfish and too materialistic, and they want you to constantly come back to your origins, where in outer space you had everything, but you left it all to come here to be a human being, and to show people here on Earth your love, and to explain to them how to love outside of this planet, a love outside of this planet. So all that glitters is saying that, remember that all that glitters is not necessarily the most valuable thing that you can have. They want you to know that you will be provided for, and that you will always have enough, and that they know that you always worry about not having enough, but they want you to know that you were their leader in outer space, as the Empress, and they will never let you run dry. They will never let you go without having what you need, and that you are constantly being taken care of. They know that you worry a lot about money on this earth and in this body that you're in, but they also want you to know and remember that you have always been taken care of all throughout your lifetime. And so why would they not keep taking care of you? So they want you to remember how much they love you, and they want to thank you for the love that you are showing to the human beings. But they also want you to show love to yourself and remember that it's not what you have that makes you important or makes you lovable, but it's who you are at the core of things. So that was your reading for those of you who picked pile number 2. I hope it was helpful. Bye. Hi, welcome to those of you who picked pile number 3. A message from outer space. You picked the rhyolite stone. So let's get into your message from outer space. We have the 5 of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles for the first card. This is a card of deep, deep emotional wounding. Your galactic family is telling you that they see you. They see you, they understand you, they love you, they care for you. They miss you, and there's a space missing that they want you to fill again when you're done here on Earth. They want you to know that you are the key. They want you to know that you are the key. There is deep wounding. There is a deep wound. And they want you to know that it's coming from you. That they feel your pain and that it scares them. Because the planet that you're from doesn't have pain. And the pain that you're feeling is reverberating back to them. And they can't understand it. They can't understand how a creature like yourself, they call you a creature, they can't understand how a creature such as yourself, who is so sensitive and gentle, could still be standing despite the amount of pain that you've endured. They know what pain is because they understand that you've endured it, and they feel the vibrations of your pain coming back to them on their planet, on their star, somewhere out of this galaxy. And they call it pain now because it's a consistent energy that they're feeling, and you call it pain. And so they have adopted that word pain as well, and they understand that this is what they understand to be pain now, and they're in awe, and they say that you have the key because you have opened doors for your galactic family that they never thought could be opened, because they understand so much more about human beings through your human being, through your human life on this earth. But there's still a lot of pain in your heart, and they say that you're denying it. But they understand that if you have to deny it, it's because you don't want to feel it right to your core of who you are, because you are from another place outside this universe, and they don't think that they'll ever be the same from what you have taught them about what pain is. It's really about pain, and it's about the key that you've helped them to receive to unlock the doors of understanding. So the next card we have is the Mourning card, the Three of Swords. It says Mourning. And it's the Three of Swords. They want you to know that they want you to know that they want to know if you're okay. They want to know because they are ready to take you away if you ever tell them that you don't want to be here, and they truly believe it with all their heart that you don't want to be here. They understand certain words because of you, like the word heart. They consider where they get love as heart. They consider the word heart to be equivalent with love. And so they are actually learning about being human themselves because they see you being a human, and they understand things like through the key metaphor. They understand a lot better through you being the key to this life here on earth from outer space looking in. So with the Three of Swords, they just want to they want to ask you if you're okay, and they want to do that more frequently. If you ever feel like somebody's asking you, are you okay? It's your galactic family. They want to know that you're okay. They don't want you to cut off communication with them because you feel like you don't want them to feel the pain, because it's okay to feel the pain. They tell you it's okay to feel the pain. They don't mind feeling it. They actually appreciate understanding human beings better because some of them have never done it themselves, and they're learning through your vibrations what the different emotions are, including mourning and being in complete grief and utter sadness. The next card we have is the Prince of Swords. The Prince of Swords. They thank you for what you're doing here on earth. With the Prince of Swords card, they want to honor you when you get back to your planet. They want to honor you and make you a prince. They want you to know that you're moving in the right direction because they want to make you a prince on their planet. They want to honor all the work you're doing here on Earth. And when you get back to your planet, they want to honor you by making you a prince. And by giving you that title of honor. To them, the prince is the highest rank. There is no king, there is only the prince. Because from your planet that you're from, everybody is very youthful and nobody grows old in their alien bodies. But I'm getting the impression that you come from a planet where the aliens look very much like humans, but they are aliens. They are not from this world. They are from their planet. And so when they say they want to make you a prince, it means that they want to make you the ruler, the masculine gendered equivalent of the ruler on their planet, which means they want to make you the ultimate ruler, because nobody on your planet and from your star, from your galaxy, nobody has ever experienced what you are experiencing here. And they say that in death, you will find that you will be honored as a prince. With the sickle, it's about when you die. And it's also about you will be handed the eternal sword of righteousness, of being right, because you practiced love to such a great extent here on earth that they trust you, and that they trust that they can honor and worship you as a leader on their planet. or from your star. It's a general reading. There could be different places that each of you is watching is from, but I do feel like this is pretty much the message for any of you watching, is that you will be a prince either on your planet, on your star, in your galaxy. You will be a prince. For all of you who are watching this third reading, they want to make you in charge when you die, when you go back to your alien planet. And there is a chariot that this Prince of Swords is riding, and they're telling you that you're going in the right direction, even though they've never done this themselves. And I mean, gone through so much pain. They trust that the direction that you're going in is the right direction, because they trust you. Because how could they not trust you? You have been through so much mourning, so much grief, so much sadness. They don't understand those feelings up where you come from, but they are learning through you. Like I said, you are the key. They are learning through you what these emotions are, and it's allowing them to have a greater consciousness of the full realm around them outside of their galaxy. So we have poised for the last card for you. Poised. Again, it's about leadership. They want you to know that even though you may not have a high up position here on earth, perhaps you're a housekeeper, perhaps you're a janitor, perhaps you're a garbage collector, perhaps you're a cashier, perhaps you work in blue collar work where people don't look at you like you've made anything out of your life. Perhaps you're a patient care attendant like myself, and people look at you like you're at the bottom of the totem pole, so to speak. But they want you to know that they see you as poised. They see you as regal, that they want you to not forget that where you come from, there is no hierarchy that tells you that you are good or bad. It just is where you're from. It just is. Everyone just is. They do what that song says. They just be. Everyone from your galaxy, planet, star, they just know what it is to live and not worry, not have anxiety, not think about the future, not think about the past, but just be in the present. And they want you to remember that it doesn't matter what you do in this life and how people might look down on you, or how people might treat you like you're garbage, or like you don't have anything that's worth anything to them, because those aren't the people you want in your life. And they want you to remember with the poised card that they find you to be regal, that your galactic family looks at you like you are royalty, and that's why they want to make you an authority of the highest kind where you're from. When you get back to your planet, star, galaxy, they want you to make you the King of Swords, because not that that's going to be any higher up for you, because remember, it's not about hierarchy there in the sense that this is how we judge people, because there is no judgment where you're from. There is no judgment about, oh, you're lower, oh, you're higher, oh, you have more money, oh, you have less money, oh, you're more beautiful, oh, you're more ugly. There is no balancing in that sense of what is good and what is bad, what is right and what is wrong, what is pretty and what is ugly, what is rich and what is poor. There is no extreme from one side of the spectrum to the other. It is just a constant state of being. And so they want you to remember that they find you to be poised, they find you to be beautiful, they find you to be strong. They find that even in your weaknesses that you see in yourself, they still see those weaknesses that you consider weaknesses, they consider them strengths, because in your humanity you are showing them what it is to be strong. So that was for those of you who picked pile number 3, a message from outer space. I hope it was helpful. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel and leave a comment if you need to. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.